We begin with our top focus at this hour, and it's from Sri Lanka. India are firm favourites for a record-extending 8th Asia Cup title after a fantastic start to the final against Sri Lanka. The co-hosts lost 6 wickets with just 12 on the board, with Mohammed Siraj being the wrecker-in-chief for India and an 8 down as we speak. Dasun Shanaka won the toss and opted to bat first, but a drizzle pushed back the start of play by O.V. Ralph an hour. The overcast conditions played into the hands of India's new ball bowlers, and Jasprit Bumrah sent back Kusal Perera for a duck with the third ball in the innings. Mohammed Siraj started with a maiden and then caught fire in the second over. Pathum Sinaka or Nisanka failed to a sharp catch from Ravindra Jadeja at the start of the fourth over. The informed Sadira Samara Wikrama lasted just 2 balls as he was caught plumb in front. Charith Asalanka failed to negotiate the swing and fell next ball. The hat-trick ball went for 4 with the bowler actually running all the way back to the boundary in an attempt to stop it. But he clearly wasn't out of breath as he sent back Dhananjaya De Silva off the next ball. Siraj returned for his third over and out-captained Dasun Shanaka all at sea before going through his defences. It took Siraj just 10 balls to get a 5-4, and at 12 for 6, the co-hosts were in danger of getting bowled out for the lowest score in one day. Kusal Mendis and Dunith Welaleje averted that, but Siraj wasn't done and sent back Mendis for his 6th of the innings. Well, let's talk more about this final. Our sports editor Digvijay Singh Deo is joining us live from the newsroom, and also our correspondent Dasunia Thauda is joining us live from Colombo. Welcome both to the broadcast. I'll start with you, Digvijay Singh Deo. Mohammed Siraj is the man of the moment. What does this mean for India?
Wow, I think you know, that's the first word which comes out is wow. I'm not sure Dasuni will have that same expression, because she's at the ground, she was watching the match and she was texting me saying, I've got a feeling this is going to be India's game. But you know, I've seen superstars having sort of watched cricket for so long, Eric. But I remember India sort of having Pakistan on the mat like this in a test match, and then Irfan Pathan getting 3 in the first 3 balls of a test match against Pakistan again. But never have I seen a team crumble like this at the start of an innings. In fact, we cannot sort of praise Mohammed Siraj enough, but the batting from Sri Lanka has been abysmal. You read it out that there was rain around, obviously that in those conditions the ball is going to swing, and the application just wasn't there from the Sri Lankan top order. This is not any other team. This is not an associate team. This is a team which is playing a final. It's a team which beat mighty Pakistan a couple of days ago, chased down 260 odd. This has been an absolute shambolic display from the Sri Lankan batters. And now, once I've got that out of the way, let's talk about Mohammed Siraj. Absolutely sensational bowling. In fact, it's just the 4th occasion of a bowler taking 4 wickets in 1 over. You know, it was Chaminda Vas who had the previous record. Then Lasith Malinga took 4 wickets in succession, twice in his career, and now Mohammed Siraj. Wow. In fact, if he takes 1 more, he could end up with the best haul for India in one-day international. That's currently 6 for 4 with Stuart Binnie. Many bowlers have taken 6 wickets. No one's taken 7.
Dasuni, let's hear it from you. It's a scramble, or it was a scramble for Sri Lanka. You can still manage a smile, but I don't think that same smile is being shown in the stadium at this moment.
Absolutely, Eric. Sri Lanka was off to a horrific start, and rightfully, when Digvijay pointed out, the batting has been absolutely abysmal. And it was just a few moments ago that Sri Lanka quite literally huffed and puffed their way into scoring a 50, which is the barest of scores that you could put up. So the fans are quite literally disappointed. Like I pointed out earlier in our live, this is a sold-out event with the majority of the fans coming here to watch Sri Lanka win this World Cup. But as of right now, this seems to be very much in India's favour.
Well, I am getting noises or voices from the newsroom, and I don't know, Digvijay, are you listening to the same voices?
I mean, I'm trying to figure out. So at this point, one more cheer in our Sunday newsroom means another wicket down. So Sri Lanka, as things that Dasani was saying, poor batting display, but you could have the ultimate insult, which is a day and night match getting over before the floodlights are turned on. And that's how things go. You asked me earlier, what does this mean for India? Well, the bowling was always sort of, we were looking at how the bowlers would perform in this Asia Cup, because remember, in 2 weeks, the World Cup starts. And these are conditions not exactly where you expect India's seamers to take so many wickets, but overcast conditions, they've done the job. And if they can even perform to, say, 80% of this ability, then they're going to go a long way at the home World Cup.
If Sri Lanka did at least win this Asia Cup final, what would it have meant for Sri Lanka?
Is that for me or is that for Dasuni?
Dasuni.
Yeah.
Well, like you pointed out just moments ago, Sri Lanka did lose their 9th wicket. So they're just 1 wicket away from being bowled all out. So the fans are still here. They're still supporting. But at the moment, like I pointed out, with this score on the board, this pretty much seems to be India's game and India's final to win. But provided that, you know, in that 1% chance that Sri Lanka does make it through, which I myself, even saying this out loud, feels a little unrealistic, and it is very unrealistic. In the event we do manage some form of competitive cricket, I think the fans here will truly enjoy.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I think we have a victory for India. Digvijay Singh Deo, coming back to you, it's a 50 over. Explain it to us.
Yes, it's a 50 over contest, but Sri Lanka have been bowled out for 50. Sri Lanka all out for 50. This isn't their lowest score in one-day internationals, but not by much. This has been an utter disappointing display of batting by Sri Lanka. You know, Dasani was mentioning how so many people were there. You asked her about what this meant for Sri Lankans. In fact, last year, when they won the Asia Cup, the country was going through a financial crisis, people were on the roads, and this sort of was a balm. You know, you look at the history of Sri Lankan cricket, even when they won the 1996 World Cup, cricket has always been the glue that has held Sri Lanka together. But all these fans coming in to watch a contest just ahead of the World Cup, Sri Lanka, in fact, pushed India very hard, Eric, last week on Tuesday in that Super Fours match. People expected a contest. What we've seen is if you could equate this to a boxing bout, then the referee at some point had to step in and stop the contest. It's been that bad. India have 51 to get, hoping that this match gets over in about maximum 45 minutes.
Digvijay, we are talking about the final, and it's a lot of celebrations and humiliation for Sri Lanka. But at the same time, with this celebration, what can you tell Indian fans at this moment? Digvijay.
Fans must be over the moon, and not just do they get to watch a big Indian win. The match is going to get over so early, Eric, that they can actually go out and enjoy themselves. I think that's something I'm looking forward to as well. So it's an early finish compared to the last 3 Sundays we've been here. But it's a huge thing for Indian cricket, especially heading into the World Cup. You know, India are really, it's a good team which hasn't won a lot recently. They win the tournaments at home, these bilateral events, but this will be the first time, if they go on and win this in 51 to get, this will be the first time that they actually win a multi-nation tournament, a big multi-nation tournament since 2018. That's a long gap for an Indian cricket team which has reached many finals, which has reached many semi-finals. So it's the perfect sort of boost for this Indian team heading into the World Cup, because there were a lot of questions that were asked, especially when India got bowled out for 266 against Pakistan in their tournament opener. As this tournament has progressed, we've seen the best of India sort of come together, and this Asia Cup will be a huge boost ahead of the World Cup. Remember, India start off against Australia at the home World Cup on the 8th of October in Chennai. Not too much time.
Well, this is a win for India in the Asia Cup 2023. That was a final which was played in Sri Lanka, and Sri Lanka lost. I've been talking to our sports editor Digvijay Singh Deo live from the newsroom, and our correspondent Dasuni Atauda live from Sri Lanka, Colombo. Thank you both. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.